Run away.
I mean, now we gotta go in with like a cold open or whatnot. And that's just gonna be weird. But hello. Welcome. First, a disclaimer. I play these games so I can talk anything I would like about these games. Yeah. Of course, that makes me an expert. Yes. StarCraft is the only worthwhile real-time strategy game, followed by StarCraft 2. Age of Empires 2 and 4, they are in the running, but we are exploring things here. So welcome to the channel. Today, let's explore why RTS games are dying, but we'll do it from a different angle. We're going to explore how some of the unique characteristics of the genre contribute to its decline. They've been a staple of the industry for years, many years, since StarCraft 1. Maybe before then. With esports and everything, a massive staple. But why has there been a decline in popularity since maybe 2017, 18? It's not long, but nothing has really been going on. Let's see why. Let's explore some reasons why. I asked AI to write me this, and it's a bunch of bullshit, if I'm honest, but still, we'll go with it. Let's go with the first reason. The game is too complex. They require players to think critically and make quick decisions, which to some players is overwhelming. I can attest to this. I've played a little bit of StarCraft 2. I've played some Brood War. I've played a few games of Age of Empires 4. And they are difficult games, dude. Like, trying to figure out how to play each game, how to play each race, what to do with each unit, which unit counters which other unit. Sometimes it can be too much. If you leave a game and then come back to it after a while, it's too much. You have to learn so much in order to actually proceed if you want to play 1v1. If you want to just fuck around, play with your friends in a team game, then yeah, you might be fine. But to play 1v1 in a unquote matchmaking, ladder, ranked, competitive unquote sense, it sometimes is overwhelming. We actually found an interview with a fella asking him why they don't play RTS games, and we'll cut to that interview right now. Ow, fuck. This man's voice and identity is hidden to protect the idiotic. I just find the games to be too complicated. There are too many variables to be kept track of. I always end up feeling overwhelmed and frustrated. It's sometimes too much. I get matched up against a player and they seem to be 50 times better than me, and then it's just over very quickly. But then sometimes it's a close game, so I don't quite know what to think. Another reason for the decline of RTS games is the multiplayer experience. It's often played in a multiplayer setting, right? There do seem to be some, well, maybe Company of Heroes does have a single player campaign. All RTS games seem to have a single player campaign, but that is overshadowed by the multiplayer in most cases. again, we have another interview with an identity protected individual who plays these games, and I asked them their experience about multiplayer RTS gaming. So what exactly experience-wise have you been having with multiplayer RTS games? Could you share some of us? Well, yes. I play some. I also play some RTS games online with my friends. We just play against each other, usually 1v1 games against each other, and whilst this is not stressful, as it is not a ladder, I still do feel some intimidation going on there. There's nobody else there, and if I mess up, it's only me to blame. And there you have it, a gamer's worries about RTS gaming. We're only like halfway through this shit. Oof. The anonymous gamer also had this to say. I enjoy playing real-time strategy games, but I find that once I've beaten the campaign, there's not much else to do. The lack of variety and replayability makes me less likely to continue playing. The online community is also toxic and unwelcoming. It makes the experience less enjoyable, and I stopped playing online because of that. Well, thank you for your words, sir. Have a good day. As you heard from our gamer, toxicity and unwelcoming people are in the game. We asked a leading, completely unknown anonymous game developer, what are the challenges of developing these RTS games? Why have there not been any new games made recently? Here's their reply. Well, making a real-time strategy game is a complex process. It requires a lot of resources and is difficult to create a game that will appeal to a wide audience. That's why many game developers have shifted their focus to other genres that are easier to develop and more profitable. So there you have it. The decline of the real-time strategy game genre can be attributed to a variety of factors, including the complexity of the game, the multiplayer experience, the lack of replayability, and the challenge of game development. Well, we've talked about why it's dying. Let's talk about why it's not dying. So, there are remasters, and there are re-releases. Age of Empires 2 recently had a remaster, a re-release, one of those two. And that's done very well. People are still playing that game right now, and quite high level people are playing for quite a lot of money. Which leads me into the second point, probably the more important point. Esports are still going. I'll keep this quick and simple. We may have another video on esports in the works. We probably don't. But we need time to fill in the rest of this video. So, we might talk about it, we might not. But regardless, esports are a big part of it. They've always been popular, and RTS games have always been a part of that scene as well. StarCraft and Warcraft 3 have huge, successful and competitive histories, and recent years there's only seen more growth in esports as well, with other games, not necessarily RTS games coming in, but keeping that genre and keeping that esports going and feeding into the different genres as well. And also giving a new audience as well, a big thing. Of that new audience, maybe there's clever people who can make video games, developers, indie developers. They create innovative new RTS games that we haven't seen yet. They haven't hit, but they have been coming out. I try and find out what some of them are and edit some pictures in, if that isn't additional work. But they are coming out, they are happening, and we keep hope for Stormgate as well. please, guys, please. And with that development, the last bit on the AI's list is hybrid genres. Some developers are apparently blending RTS gameplay with other genres, such as action games and city builders. New and interesting gameplay experiences that appeal to a wider audience. Cool. So if you're in that audience, yes, have a look at these hybrid games. They could be interesting. I haven't heard of any of these. I did see there was a couple of new recent RTS games that have come out recently. Great job. Edit that out. Note to editor. Edit that out. Interesting. Now this just becomes me scrolling through Steam, trying to find the RTS game section, realising it's very small, very hard to find. Which may be another thing, but I'd be interested to see what you guys think, if anybody's watching. But still, what are you thinking? I hope you enjoyed it, if you are watching or listening. Don't forget to like it, don't forget to comment it, don't forget to dislike it, subscribe, unsubscribe if you want. That would hurt, but I understand. See you in a bit. Thank you. Let me see if that's enough now. So 50 plus 258 is about 358 for 46. 6 709. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll pad that out somewhat. Alright, thank you again.